Okay, does it work now? I think it is. Oh my goodness. All because my freaking stupid PS4 controller had to connect. Why is it still not working? Wait, it just hasn't caught up. Okay, does it work now? I think it is. Oh my goodness. All because my freaking stupid PS4 controller had to connect. Why is it still
just
not
not working?
Wait,
What is going on?
Okay, does it work now? I think it is. Oh my goodness.
What the?
All
Stop
because
that.
my freaking stupid PS4
What is
controller
happening?
had to connect. Why is it
Is it
still
just not working?
Wait,
What
okay,
is sound is not working. I'm gonna refresh the page and see if that'll fix it. It says that my mic is connected, but is it just not? What on earth?
Does it work now?
Hello?
I think it is. Oh my goodness.
No.
All
Stop
because
that. No
my
work.
freaking stupid
Why do you keep
PS4
What is
controller
happening?
had to connect. Why is it
just not
working?
What is going on?
What is
Sound
going
is not working. I'm gonna refresh the page. Hold on.
Will it work if I
See if
disconnect the
fix
controller?
it.
Okay,
It says
so
that my mic is connected, but is it just not?
wait a minute.
What on earth?
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? It's the fucking... Oh my gosh, there we go.
Hello?
I think it is. Oh my goodness.
No.
All
Stop
because
that. No
my
work.
freaking
Why do you keep
What is
saying
Why is it repeating itself
Why is it
now?
just not
What is going on?
Sound is not working.
What is
Refresh the
happening?
page.
Why is
Will
it
work if I
repeating?
disconnect the
I don't
controller?
even have to.
Okay,
It says
so
that
my mic is
Wait a
connected,
minute.
but is it just not?
Wait a minute.
What on earth?
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
What
It's
is happening?
Oh my gosh, there we
Hello?
go. Why is it just repeating itself? Hold on, I'm just gonna refresh the stream on my YouTube page. Maybe that'll fix it. Connecting software to go live. I feel so bad. My followers must just like constantly be getting reminded.
It's not working.
What is happening? It's still.
Why is it repeating?
It's having
I
a
don't even have
stroke.
to. Okay, so my mic
Wait,
is
it's because the
connected.
desktop
Is
is
it just
picking
not?
it up. Oh, that's
minute.
why. Okay,
What
okay.
on earth?
Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh, you... There, okay. That's why that was happening. Okay. Well, that was something. That was something. Do-do-do-do. Do you love me? Bum, 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 bum. Do you need me? Bum, 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 bum. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Get Some Shell.
Select your hero.
Wait a minute, is it? Let's see if it's caught up yet. I don't think it has. What's going on? Why is it... What is going on? Do you need me? Okay. Okay, it is where it's just really behind on my end. Boy, oh boy, hope you guys aren't typing too much.
This is April O'Neil, reporting live. Job breaking news.
Okay, well, that disaster figured itself out.
What's going on here?
Okay. Keep forgetting that I don't have invincibility frames because this game doesn't like me. It's because I'm playing a female character. You know how games are with females. Hey.
Any comments?
Alright, live stream is up.
Any comments?
Hope you guys are all having a lovely day, honestly. Showstopper.
Any comments? Any comments?
Bitch, I'll punch you.
Go. I hope you learned a lesson. Here's a real showstopper.
Here's a real showstopper, everybody.
Any comments?
Any comments? I'm just gonna apologize in advance because I think my stream is having so many problems.
Go.
And it's having them for no reason. Like, it's not, it's like deliberately choosing to just be problematic. It's kind of like a child that, like, doesn't get what it wants at the grocery store.
Go. Showstopper.
Have I seriously gone through the whole stage without taking any damage? Oh my gosh, I'm so cool. What the fuck? My controller just bugged out. Okay, I don't deserve to live anymore. My controller just made me walk in one direction. What is happening? Damn it, game. Let me do something. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired of this. Ah, hitboxes. Are they? Ah! I'm terrible, guys. I can't beat the first boss of the game. What is happening? I think I'm hitting my keyboard and it's causing me to mess up.
What a scoop.
What's up, Postner? I'm glad to see that you were here with us today. If I was if I had a Bible, I'd read one. By Bible, I mean like if I had my own gospel, I'd read one. You can have like a little church service. I was actually thinking about on these live streams picking up the Egyptian Book of the Dead and like reading excerpts from it, kind of. But I need money to do that. Which I am gonna start posting my Snapchat, my Cash App on these things so people can donate. Because I'm broke and I need money. That's how we keep the channel going. Just, you know, I can never actually get down to making videos. Actually, funny enough, I'm gonna have merchandise here soon. I know I'm only like 150 subs, but I have some merchandise in mind. You will burn in hell forever because God, I know, right? He's so loving. You know, don't you guys just love when your parents send you to like eternal damnation because you didn't listen to them? I really don't understand how people believe that that's love. I feel like they don't. They're just told to believe that that's loving. Turtle power. They're gonna throw their wrenches at me, but I'm going to punch it and kick them. You know, God so loved the earth, he made hell. And then he sent you there for not believing in him. Wow, so loving. Actually, that'd be good on a shirt. God so loved the earth, he made hell. So whoever didn't believe in him shall perish forever. God so loved the earth, he made hell. So that if you don't believe it, you shall burn forever. Yeah, that'll be one of my first merchandises. I had like an Anubis shirt I wanted to do. So you first. Man, I'm such a genius. I don't know why am I so good, bro, you know? This is me right now punching for those future sales I'm gonna be making for my non-existent t-shirt selling. I'm gonna start my own company, you know, abuse the capitalist system. Also, how have you been, Palstina? You haven't told me how you've been. This guy punched me. No.
Any comments?
I hope my sound quality is okay. Like, I was having some really bad issues earlier with the sound, and I just don't know why. I was severely struggling. What better way to spread fear if you leave 3 doctrine churches? Your soul will burn forever. Churches. Not there. That is so good to hear. I know you've been having a really hard time lately. Is my controller drifting, bro? I remember the last time we talked, you were having like a lot of mental health issues. It's the spring season, you know, this is when we are reborn. I think that's what the Tao believed. The spring was the season of rebirth. Shintos and Buddhists all agreed with that. In winter we die, in spring we are reborn. But for some people, they die in the spring and are reborn in the winter. Honestly, I've been studying like Taoism a lot, or Taoism a lot, and honestly, I don't know why people aren't just Taoists. I don't know, the belief system is just a lot more loving. I am so stupid. Y'all, what is happening? Why is my... Okay. What is happening? I hate my life.
My horn.
What a scoop!
I've never had my controller just kill itself. Which is kind of cool. Depends on which kind of Wiccan. You know, I really have to wonder, like, in terms of, like, the topic of witches and stuff, how the hell we even got to the, like, how witches were ever associated with child sacrificing. Cause like witches were so like they're so like different depending on the mythology. I just don't understand. And ancient Jews, bro, they ruined everything. Sorry for not talking, I was just thinking about Judaism. I watched the new stream, it was good. Oh wait, are you talking about like the movie Wicca? Like I thought you were talking about Wicca, I thought you were like basically meaning like Wiccan. Like the witches and stuff. Happening. Stupid controller needs to figure its life out. Look at you making it. Oh, okay. Oh, the movie screen. That's what you were talking about. Okay. When you said Wicca, I thought you were talking about witches and stuff. Also, did you, hey, Postner, did you watch some of my my new video about what it means to dream of zombies? If so, you can totally tell me your thoughts, because I'd like to know if I could have improved in some places, which I think I could have. Because, like, what is going on with my controller? Hold on real quick. On Broadway. I hate my life. Oh, dudes. I always feel not seen it yet, but you should do a dream series. I am doing a dream series. I'm not sure what video I'm gonna do next. I might do another Anubis video. But I was thinking about doing another dream video talking about what it actually means to see your soulmate in a dream, or no, not your soulmate. What it actually means to see your crush in a dream. Because I feel like that's like a video that like a lot of people need to hear. Because it's not gonna be what people want. But as somebody who's like had like 100-ass dreams of their crushes, I think it's important for some people to understand that, you know, it's not a sign your crush is getting with you. You have to get over it. The problem I have with the Dream series, though, is that it's difficult to do because of the fact that when you're doing like dream interpretations, you have to be like very careful because sometimes, you know, like people don't. Dreams are so personal. It's so difficult to like fully dissect what they mean. I wonder what a Wiccan NDE is like, or a normal witch. I've met a couple, like, actual witches before, but I will say that the race, there's a lot of racism problems in some of the witch communities I've been in, and I don't know how, but there is. Gosh, you know, I really hated the fact that, like, I started branching into, like, other religious groups of people, especially, like, into, like, the Cometics and stuff, and I find that it's bad. Like, pagan communities are pretty terrible. Witch communities, for some reason, are racist. How did I get stuck with just a lot of the bad groups? I met, like, a lot of racist witches that are like, you can't be practicing this because you're not indigenous. And then if you say, oh, okay, I won't. Well, actually, you can't be a witch at all unless you're indigenous. What? Like, ugh, it's just bad. And even, like, the apologetics, like, you know, we always, like, make fun of Christian apologetics for literally excusing the worst possible things. I met somebody telling me that Zeus, I laugh at this, he flat out fucking said that Zeus did what he had to do because it was the only way to make himself known to people. So I'm like, you mean to tell me he literally RA'd? He literally RA'd somebody just to make a point to the world? Just so that he can make his existence known? My gosh, dude, it's so bad. It's sad. I'm just like, what is the religious world coming to? Not like this. This is not what I was expecting to see when I would get into, like, a pagan group. When I did meth in 2008, I dreamed of zombies a lot. It was the worst year of my life. Was that meth ever linked to something? Did you do it in a sense of escaping? Maybe, like, a lot of traumatized past? Did the zombies attack you? Because if the zombies attacked you, then, yeah, I'll finish. Zombies they're a very tricky thing to dream about when you dream about them, because it's all about the context of what the zombies are doing, and what they look like, and who they are, and if they're anyone at all. Ouch. Can't remember. Yeah, that was a long time ago, and you probably just wanted to forget it. Which I understand, and respect. You know Freddy Krueger? Wait, he is? I didn't know Freddy Krueger was based off a real event. Well, the character was. I think I vaguely remember something like that. I think I remember it was some killer who was actually, like, doing some of the stuff Freddy Krueger was doing. I was gonna be like, realistically, you know, the whole actual situation can't happen. Also, oh my gosh, sorry, I'm just gonna keep talking about the crap pagan community. I've noticed something, as somebody who has psychosis myself, I've noticed that, I'm really not the only. In a couple of the pagan groups I was in, psychosis is such a prevalent issue inside of, like, religious groups. My therapist pointed out to me that, the reason psychosis is so prevalent in religious groups is because people put, essentially, like, they can't explain something, so it must be gods, and that develops into psychosis. Also, I just want to apologize in advance, Possumer, and anybody else in the chat. My stream is really broken today. I have no reason why. And I think I'm getting the messages late, or the stream is just so delayed that, like, I am, like, you guys are not hearing me respond to your messages in, like, a reasonable, like, at the time that they're coming out. So, like, I'm just gonna have to apologize in advance if, like, it seems like I'm not answering fast enough. I genuinely, like, my stream is just really suffering today for no reason, other than because it can. Ooh. Ow. The fuck? How'd that even happen? I was doing so good, and then the faulty hitboxes killed me again. Yeah, I guess there's a lot of people left their homelands because of the war and the famine, and then the people were haunted in their dreams by a hat man who said they would kill them in their dreams, and they all died. The hunger and famine killed them first.
Crane's head is getting away, dudes!
Excuse me.
King of the spill!
They all died in their sleep. Huh. That's kind of interesting. Dang, now you got my head racked and like what could have killed them. And I'm like, man, what could have like possibly killed those people in their sleep? That kind of sounds like possibly where like the Skinwalker myth came from. Also, is it do we know if it's possible to kill a Skinwalker? I know they believe that Ash could kill it, or Silver Ash. My score is so terrible. I don't even know why. I'm literally levitating. What's our thoughts on Taoism? I want to know everyone's thoughts. What's our thoughts on Taoism? They were afraid of sleeping because of the Hat Man. Yeah, I mean, like, reasonably, anyone probably would be when, you know, your whole village just randomly dies in their sleep because of the Hat Man. My gosh, I sound so unserious about, like, a really bad thing. Just, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, of course, when you're afraid of sleeping, it's a Hat Man. No, like, genuinely, I can't believe, I cannot believe that there even is a possible, like, mythology behind Freddy Krueger. Wait, hold on, guys. Can we start worshipping Freddy Krueger now? Like, Freddy Krueger Knights? Krueger Knights, bro. The damn Krueger
Any
Knights.
comments?
I win. Get away. You're so ugly. No. Anyways. I was gonna say something. Hat Man could have been. Shadow people are weird though. I've been trying to study shadow people, and I really don't know how much I don't know. I feel like shadow people are, like, really misunderstood. I'm not sure, I don't know what the difference between shadow people and true forms are. because I don't know. I've never met. I've had a couple encounters with shadow people before, and none of them were particularly bad encounters. So like, I've never like had shadow people be dangerous or anything.
I am the Rat King. You're trespassing on royal grounds.
I don't know, like, I don't think I've ever seen an account of shadow people ever hurting anybody, for that matter. I think all of the accounts of shadow people I've had, people have said, like, the same thing. They're kind of just, like, they kind of just sit there, and then they stare at you, and then that's it. But I've also heard people call them, like, the true forms and stuff, and I'm not sure what that means, or what's the difference between a true form and a shadow person. Like, I don't know. I really don't. Because when it comes to shadow people, like, I don't know, I've never, like, dealt with shadow people and then be, like, something harmful. They've always been just... You know, I even wonder, like, to what extent do shadow people exist on? How do they exist, is the question. And I kind of wonder that just about any, like, real divine being. Are you having bad thoughts? At the time that I saw my encounter with the shadow people, which I've had 3, no, I was never having any bad thoughts. But true forms, I've had show up when I've had bad thoughts. One day I want to, like, draw a picture of what I saw when I saw a true form. Because the true forms, whenever I saw them, all they really do is they just kind of look at you. And they'll say, like, it said just like, I'm you. And I think what they are is they're like the internal, they're like the true self, essentially. You know, the one that we kind of keep hidden from everybody. Persona 4 weapons. Oh my gosh, that scared me.
Quite delicious.
Don't y'all love living in a capitalist society? It's so amazing. I can't afford anything. I don't know. I have to ask this question. Do we actually have... You know, there's so many, like, mythologies. Do we exactly know how these beings exist? Because I was thinking about this the other day. You know, Buddhists believe that we could, in theory, all become gods, in a sense. And so did the Tao. That's why I wonder, you know, what extent do we exist? And to what extent do these other things exist? I mean, to me, that they do exist, but, you know, you gotta kind of separate the psychosis from fiction. You don't think so? You don't think we can become gods, or...? Oh, we probably don't know what created them. Yeah. Right, we don't.
Quite delicious.
We don't know. I wish there was a more easier way to study them. There's like no way. They're so fucking... so fucking secretive and they're so intelligent, you can't really outsmart them. You almost have to be careful because a lot of times they might just want you to, re-put the world into another religion. This is, you know, you see me getting like hit repetitively here. That's how it feels trying to study the gods and these other beings. You just constantly get hit back and forth, and you don't exactly know where the fuck anything goes. It sucks. But it's like, how the fuck do we even go about studying the gods? They want to be so freaking secretive. But I don't know. You know, I was thinking, because I've been studying a lot of Taoism. And I had this one question. The Tao believed that immortality was a thing, but I wonder if any of them ever actually managed to achieve it. Personally, I think they did. I actually think there were people who achieved immortality. They just went into hiding because they weren't stupid and knew how dangerous a secret like that can be, especially since they saw how corrupt their government was. You know, we're really branching off of Anubis questions and branching off into Taoist, and I should probably specify this is not ask a Tao monk. Okay, we'll debranch from that topic. Ask a monk of Anubis who talks about Taoism. Hey guys, you know, at least with Anubis, you don't have to believe in him for him to save you. I don't really know if he saves anybody though.
Roof running reptile.
Comedic monk, ask me anything. Yeah, that's why it was probably the comedic monk. I don't know if the Tao even exists anymore. I know Taoism basically evolved into Shintoism at the time. Ouch. Alright. I'll be good. We all need a smoke break. Sometimes a smoke break just lasts a couple hours. I feel bad because like I hate to say it, but like I've been trying to, no, I don't really hate to say it. I've been trying to get more videos out, but gosh, I balanced 2 YouTube channels out and have like a job. It just makes it all so much more difficult. Ugh. I've been kind of thinking about changing my username or my account name to Universal Priest, because I've gotten into studying a lot of religions. Also, can I just point out, as somebody who's been studying ancient Egypt, why are they switching to totalitism by like the middle of the period? Oh, those corrupted pharaohs. You know, I start to wonder, what really makes a person corrupt?
We're gonna stop you, wimps!
Ouch. Also, I hope everyone's having a good day today. Because mine has been too busy for me. I don't want to be busy anymore. Ouch. I don't really want to be kicked either, but that's what's happening here. So you want to change your name? Yeah, I was thinking about changing it from Kemetic Monk to Universal Monk. I've been getting into studying a lot more religions, and I'm just starting to find... You went to the dentist. Yucky.
My horn!
Yucky, I don't like the dentist. I don't like any doctor's appointments, really. What'd you have to go to the dentist for, Possemer?
Panic in the sky!
Panic in the sky. Mouth hurts. What about the mouth hurts? Was it like a toothache, or was it an everything ache, a gum ache, a your mom ache? What's up? Let me see. Oh, just a teeth clean. I have to get those like once a month or once every 6 months. I have one of those coming up in January. Not in January, in another time. I think I will end up changing my name to Universal Monk, because I'm just studying too many religions, and it's like I'm not really becoming singular to one religion anymore. I'm really learning from like all of the, from my studying in these religions that like there literally is truths to all of them, but none of them actually have the whole story. They all claim to, because they were all wrote by people who didn't have making a religion because they had faith in mind. They always had some kind of abuse for a political system. And really, you know, even if when you study Judaism, that was, oh my gosh. I don't want to come across as anti-Semitic, as I do genuinely love how much Judaism has evolved past its like ancient ancestors. Like, because very ancient Jewish people were not the nicest group of people. But I will say that after studying Judaism and its history, including it being abused in Israel, some of the foundations for what Christianity and how it became politically abused was already something that the Jewish people had made. Because a lot of what they wrote down was because they were using it for that reason itself. They wanted it to be something that could be manipulated for political structure. And It did. Eventually, it set up the foundation for Christianity, and then all the Romans needed was Paul, and they were able to abuse it. Which kind of makes me sad, but at the same time, kind of just dislike me towards the Abrahamic religions, because all of them were abused in the same exact way because of that structure. But I don't even think I'd really blame the Jews. I just blame Josiah, because he was the one who wrote all that shit down. He's the one who tried changing everything. What is religion for me? Hard to really define what is religion for me. I've been studying a lot, and I would say that religion has helped me a lot. But for other people, religion doesn't help them. Sometimes it can make situations worse. So, religion for me, or how I would define it, is just a belief in one specific pantheon. But I don't really believe in that one specific pantheon. I believe more in all religions to some extent. Because really, to me, what doesn't make sense is how could one religion specifically hold the truth? Like, that to me just does not make sense. Like, you know, I mostly do practice Kemeticism, but what really doesn't make any sense to me with Kemeticism is how they would have known, how Egypt would have known, quote-unquote, the truth when they were culturally limited horribly. Like, the ancient Egyptians did not have a lot of knowledge of surrounding places, and they were also, like, starting to switch to totalitarianism at that time in their political structure, so they were willing to abuse the religion as anything. I don't know, but what's religion for you? Like, how would you define what religion is?
Down there, by the beach.
Ugh. Remember, all sweaty. My house is
Crisis at Coney Island.
really hot. For me, religion is
What's going on here?
faith in the broadest sense. How do you relate to that? I'm trying to. What did you mean by F-A-I-T? For me, religion is fatal. I'm not sure what you meant to say there. Fatal. I don't know what that word is. I'm not sure if you meant fate or is fault or. Is that even a word? Faith in the broadest sense. See, I don't know how much I agree with some concepts of faith. I have an atheist friend who always said to me that faith is unreliable. And he said that the reason faith was unreliable was because it basically is something that just gives a justification without proof. It's the belief in something without proof. And the problem I have with that is, how do you even know a God has reached out to you if you don't have proof? So, like, you know, I understand atheism in the perspective of, like, let's say a Christian who says that God loves them, but has never once in their life had an experience with the Christian God. So to me, it's like the question of, well, really that person has faith in something that they actually can't prove. But, I don't know, it's hard to say this because it's more like, I'm trying to find the right words to phrase this. Because to me, I do have proof to myself. I have my experiences with Lord Seth and Lord Anubis. I'm feeling Isis very, very much, because she's just that active of a goddess. I've seen Seth, I've seen Anubis. I don't know if I would call what I have as faith anymore, because really, to me, it's not faith. To me, it is proof. So, but it's not proof that my faith is true, and that's kind of where I run into some of the issues with the claim that, you know, I'm running into these issues. For me, religion is an example, for example, the love I have for somebody. Could be my girlfriend or my family. I just trust blindly. I have faith in that person. But see, faith can be dangerous if you blindly just trust something. Like, you can't have... It's almost like you can't have faith in a serial killer to not become a serial killer. That's why, like, I always hear that argument that faith is dangerous, because, and exactly, when you see... If you study history and how people, you know, practiced with faith, the problem is that when people did, you know, use faith as justifications for things, we had people going around and killing because they had faith that the pagans were worshiping demons and killing babies. So, and that's when faith became dangerous, because that's when it started getting interfering and people started hurting each other over it. And that's just where this problem with faith is, where I really understand the atheist perspective, that you almost can't just have faith, because if you have faith in something that isn't true, or for that matter, you have faith in something because your religion says so, then you can start to harm people. So it's just like this really weird situation. Like, to me, you know, I have my experiences with Lord Seth and Lord Anubis. I know that they are true. I don't need to prove it to anybody. Like, I don't have to prove it, because in the end of the day, I don't want my religion to be a political system. Like, I don't want my religion to be a political system. I don't think it's the only true religion. I don't think it's the only correct way. I don't think the only religion people should practice is Kemeticism. So it's like, I don't have to prove anything, because it's just my personal religion that I don't really enforce onto other people. And as I'm getting ready to switch to being the universal priest, I'm trying to, like, help encourage people to find their own religion, or their own path. So, I don't know, faith is such a hard thing to talk about, because it's not something that should ever be used as a reason something is factual. Hey Monk, have you thought about doing the podcast on subjects you like? Yeah. There's been a couple podcasts I've wanted to do things on, but it's really getting the time to set up the time to do a podcast, and then finding, like, the audience, because you're not going to find an audience very easily. So, and I have, like, I have to really pick and choose a time when to do the like an actual podcast and talk about things. But I would like to stop live streaming my podcasts and just, like, record them normally. Which, that's probably going to be the direction I go down here soon. So every time I do them live, I just feel like I'm not reaching an audience. You know? I'm gonna do a podcast on why I hate the robots from this game. Stupid car. That'd be like my first podcast. The robot Ninja Turtles evil. Is the robot from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game actually Satan? Confirmed by developers? I'll do like a really clickbait like title. We're gonna get like Christian influencer clickbaity in here. Have a nice movie to watch in 5 minutes. John Wick. What even is John Wick? I always hear about that movie, but I don't even know what it is. Never heard of it. Well, I've heard of it. I've never seen it. I hate this. No. Crusty ass fucking robot. I don't know. I might actually do like a topic on faith next time. Maybe that'll be like my first podcast. What is faith? Why is it unreliable? What is faith? Why? Because I don't know. Now I start thinking about it. There's just, to me, I don't really think religion is just about faith at times. There are just genuine people who have experiences that we can't pass off as they were just their faith. Like, I think it only needs to be put into motion whenever it is, like, people are trying to claim it to be true, which I don't understand why people need their religion to be true. Why are you in the religion in the first place? If you are only in it because you think it's true. Like, I'm being honest, you cannot be in a religion just because you think it's true. You will not understand how to do any of the practices. You will not have any, like, good faith for why you're doing anything. Like, the because it's true is a terrible argument. Because people do not fucking practice appropriately when it's true. That's how we get heretics. That's how we get heretics and hate crimes. Stupid motherfucking robot. I swear, grab me one more time, you freaking piece of crap! I hate this stupid robot. He's a hitman. So religion is not something you have to prove, but it's not scientific, so you just have to have faith in it. Faith doesn't have to be reliable, I think. Faith doesn't have to be reliable unless you are trying to put it into a political system. But I'm being honest, only somebody who's truly stupid thinks religion and politics should go hand in hand. Because every single fucking, like, kingdom that was ever built off of religion failed. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my gosh. It would be scary as fuck if the Bible was real and the rapture in the end times. Dude, I hate the rapture. I hate the concept of it. I hate what the Christians made it out to be. The book was never even a fucking about. It was about the fall of Rome, and yet we still to this day believe. Oh, I fucking died.
This is not working the way I planned. That's my cue, fellas.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to lose, but it happened. The rapture is such a different. It's such a useless concept. It's not what the Bible says, or it's not what the Bible's intention was. The church didn't even want that book in the Bible originally. They just did it because they wanted to be safe. Yeah. How the fuck did that even happen?
Any comments?
All because we just wanted to be sure it was actually wrote by John the Baptist. Yeah, you know what? How about that? We just add every single book to the Bible because we just want to be sure. All right, guys. So Lost Gospel of Judas is coming. my gosh, bro, that was awful. Bro, I hate the summer sometimes. Like, I'm all about the heat, but gosh, I hate how, like, my arms just get sweaty. Super Saiyan Videl, April O'Neil, let's go. Okay, anyways. Well, it was nice to exchange some thoughts about these topics. Greetings from Spain, mate. Oh, hey, you're from Spain? Huh. That's cool. Actually, funny enough, I've been doing some martial arts that originate from Spain. So, I just found that very unique. Hey, but if you have any other questions, I will answer them. I normally only have this game playing because it just helps keep me focused and gives the people to kind of look at something other than just like a screen. What is the religious climate in Spain? I know Spain and those were like the real big cities or really big situations during the colonization. Algorithm made me find you. Yeah, you know how that algorithm works. It's all run by the Illuminati, of course. Which, the Illuminati was a French atheist organization. I don't know how the heck we got into this weird-ass massive conspiracy theory.
Any comments?
But yeah, no, what is the religious climate up in France? Like, I'm kind of confused, because I know, like, well, not France, Spain, because I know Spain was really rough for a while during the colonization. Alright, jump. Spain is mainly Catholic. Yeah, that's how it's always been. There are some Muslim community as well, which are not greatly integrated in the society. Yeah, I kind of expected as much. I never really understood why Christians and Muslims never really got along. I don't know where the heck it started, and then again, both of their religions don't have any tolerance for people who aren't them. Yeah, I know Spain was one of those countries that was just really nasty during the colonization. I think they were one of the worst offenders of things the terrible things Christians were doing. But speaking of, since you are from Spain, what on earth? Can you stop doing your one attack? Oh my gosh. This freaking enemy is spamming, bro. Crap, I forgot what I was gonna say. Thanks a lot, stupid dinosaur. I was gonna say, are you Catholic by any chance as well? No hate here. The Catholic belief system has been something, I don't know why Christians say that it's not Christianity, though. How Catholicism is Christianity. Muslims are pretty hermetic to their culture, honestly. Ancient Muslims were polytheists. And then this prophet named Muhammad, who doesn't have any existence, came into the picture. And bada boom, bada bam. Yeah, I don't really understand I don't understand the story of Muhammad. I really just wonder how the heck. You just have to read the Bible. You'll understand everything. Well, I've read the Bible. I'm still confused, and in fact, I have less of a happy view of the religion after reading it. Now that I have done extensive research, I have confirmed that this is not me. Thank you for the opportunity, though. I hate my life in this game. Can y'all just stop blocking? I swear. What is with this game and the blocking button?
This is not working the way I planned. Going live.
Thank you for blocking me. Fucking super armor. Actually, I'm not Catholic, nor do I have any typical view on religion. I see as faith broadly, which you did, talk about before, and how faith is kind of just a belief in something. Gosh, I hate this fucking level. What's the climate like in Spain? I'm sorry, you're gonna have me asking a lot of questions. I had a teacher that was, she was I've never been to Spain. I've kind of always wanted to travel the world a bit.
Any comments?
I know Spain was not the ones who created Guadalupe. But I really like to think in philosophical ways about religion and discuss others. Oh, well, you came to the right YouTube channel, because I am actually going to school for philosophy. Philosophy, theology, and all those other things.
Any comments?
So you have stumbled across the correct channel if you were looking for philosophy. Because I think philosophy is one of the most important things when it comes to religion. I think they really go hand in hand, honestly. There's many different kinds of philosophy. I'm kind of studying all of them. Political philosophy, theological philosophy. Political philosophy is really important, though, because you really, it's something that you need to have in order to fully understand why our government sucks.
Foot clamp. Come on. Any comments?
Is there any other philosophy that you have, that you have in mind? Because I'd be totally down to talk more philosophy, honestly.
Any comments?
Oh my gosh, I hate this game. Go away. Stop this. Stop this madness. Spain is pretty diverse in terms of climates. It's mostly a Mediterranean, but it's also got some continental and Atlantic weather. It's like subtropical and Canary Islands, so it's just like one real big place full of diverse weather. Gotcha. I have to use the restroom. I'll be right back, everybody. Please do tell me if you have any other philosophies you want to talk about, because I'm studying philosophy, so I'm down to talk. Alright everybody, Medic Monk is back. I hope you guys are all still here, because if not, I'm gonna cry. See you later, Possumer. Okay, I'm back. Don't know much about philosophy, but I know some general ideas. Well, hold on. When you talk about philosophy, understand that philosophy does not just come from a philosopher. Philosophy can come from anybody. You know? So, you know, you might know more about philosophy than you actually let on to even yourself. Because consider that with philosophy, like I said, it's all about your own personal experiences and your own concepts and ideas that you develop. Like, I debate with people a lot, and the one personal philosophy that I've developed is that you cannot convince somebody unless you're willing to let yourself be convinced. So, and like, I made a whole quote on it, which is, you cannot talk to someone with no ears to hear or eyes to see. But you yourself cannot talk with no ears to hear or eyes to see. Or if you want to convince somebody, you have to be willing to be convinced. So you might have more philosophy experience than you know. So just think to yourself, what is one thing that you have learned from all of your personal experiences that has made you, you know, develop a different opinion on something? My also personal philosophy is I hate robots. These things are annoying. I get what you say. I'm glad that you understand what I'm saying. Because many people don't understand what I'm saying. And it makes me sad, because I have to figure out how to explain it. Shoot that at me again, I dare you, bitch. Okay, I just kind of slid across the map. I didn't have any control there. Whee! It's important to always understand that anyone can be a philosopher. Just not everybody can write a book. There's a difference.
I hope you learned a lesson.
Anyone can feasibly give you good morals and lessons. Anybody can give you their own personal intakes on things. But not everyone can just write a book about it. That's the difference between a professional philosopher. But in a way, you have to be real architectural to create something that the rest of the people will listen to. Well, you have to consider something that it's not as simple as just creating something that people listen to. I can try to tell somebody, one of my own personal philosophies is that somebody who only knows to work doesn't know how to think. And by that I mean people who do not want to think, who just want to live a simple life, who want to do work and just, get the job done, which is what some people do, and there's no hate to people like that. But a lot of those people, they don't want to ask any important questions. Because questioning is too hard, they don't really think that they need to do that. So, like I said, a worker, or somebody who only knows how to work, doesn't know how to think. And you have to view thinking in a different, more broader sense, other than just saying you don't know how to think at all. It's a difference. So I can try to say, I could tell a worker, I could be like, listen, man, I can say, look, I really think that, your lifestyle is good and fine, but you should also be questioning the fundamentals of the world. And that person will just tell me flat out, well, God created the world. Well, why don't you question God? No. No. I'm not going to do that. So, no matter what you say, your words will,
I smell a new story.
your words will migrate to the people that resign with what you're talking about. But you have to remember that it's kind of like writing too. Like a friend of mine told me, because I was worried in the community that I was writing in, that my stories weren't going to take off because they weren't horny enough or sexy enough. And he said that eventually people will the right people will migrate to your stuff. Because you'll attract that audience. Everybody can be a listener, but nobody can be Beethoven. Yeah, that's basically it. Everybody can be a listener, not everybody can be a Beethoven. But I still don't like to ever say that philosophy is such a singular thing that only people who have philosophy degrees can effectively be philosophers. Because my personal input on it is that anybody can reasonably have philosophy. It's just nobody can write a book that'll attract hundreds of people. Because I hate this. Oh my gosh, that fucking combo is so hard to pull off. You can listen to music all you want, but are you ever going to become Beethoven? Honestly, no. but that's okay. You don't have to become Beethoven to write music. Oh yeah, I should even add more that everybody can write a song, or no, anybody can write a song, but not everybody's gonna be Nicki Minaj, you know? Have I ever done psychedelics? No. I actually think I did once, and I will never do that again. Because I have psychosis, and it'll fuck with my head.
Any comments?
Have you done psychedelics? I know my psychosis really screwed with my my practices. Has anyone in here done psychedelics? If so, you should totally tell us about your experience. I want to just emphasize that if you have any religious visions while you're on psychedelics, those are probably not visions, those are just your head. But I do know the Greeks used to have this belief system that the psychedelics were, that the psychedelics essentially were how they used the oracles to communicate with the gods.
Lord Christ's will shall be done.
Ow. I win. Actually, yes, and they were pretty interesting experiences. Just pretty hard to describe and mostly personal stuff. I'm staying away from psychedelics. I will not. I've had so many people warn me about psychedelics. The oracles that the Greek used to use them to try to communicate with the gods, but there are much better ways to do that than relaying drugs. It's not a wise idea if you have psychosis. Yeah, I have. I can't even drink coffee without having bad psychosis episodes. I can't imagine how terrible things would be with psychedelics. Oh my gosh, it would be terrible. I just think it'd be probably like the biggest disaster I've ever had in my life. I've never been personally one to understand drugs. Like, I don't know, if I want to be miserable, I'll just, you know, go home and cry. But I always have to wonder, because like there's a lot of people who like were really heavily religious that were doing psychedelics, and you'd start wondering about some of the claims made. Like the man who wrote Revelations from the Bible was on psychedelics. John whoever, we don't actually know who the fuck wrote it.
Alert.
I hope you learned a lesson.
I'll tell you, I'm gonna need psychedelics after this fucking game, I swear. If I get hit by one more thing that I have no control over, I'm gonna scream. Are you serious? Die. I think human beings are naturally inclined to alter their mental states so you can see through different, as you can see, and you can see it through. Yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It's hard to talk about that because it's psychedelics have been used throughout history because religion has always been the most like politically influenced thing that people have been like been prone to use. Like I don't think we have had a single political system so far that did not use some religion as a basis to it.
Any comments?
So people do kind of alter their mental states. I think they kind of just do this throughout all of society, but they do really alter their mental states to effectively like fit to some need of a society. You know what a society needs somebody to be. You know, fucking pharaohs were known for their pharaohs did psychedelics. Gosh, ugh. When are we ever gonna branch away from religion and just start building a society based on, hey, we like each other, we're all people? I'm about to need psychedelics after fighting these stupid pizza monsters. Gosh damn it. I think, you know, long story short, all of our societies just suck ass and we need to figure out how to fix this shit. We need to stop pretending that, like, one group of people fucking knew the truth to everything when all of them were stupid. Or we should stop holding them to different standards. I'm so sick and tired of getting uppercutted. I don't know why I can't just fucking jump once. Gosh damn. That was not fun. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, and I freaking ulted in the wrong direction. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Should be going to sleep now tomorrow. I have to go to work. I am so sorry, bro. I also have to work tomorrow. What time zone are you guys in? Because it's only like going on 7 here. Wait, what time is it for you over there?
Here's a real showstopper.
1:30 a.m. What time do you gotta be up tomorrow, my dude? It's not late, actually. specifically by old standards. Yeah, true. By old people standards, late was like 9 o'clock. By modern day standards, late is whenever we feel like it. Late's like 1 a.m. What is, you don't mind me asking, what is Spain's political system? Are you guys communists? No, you're not communists. I meant to say capitalists. Oh, dude, go to bed. Sleep. Just leave my stream on the background and just, like, listen to my ASMR talking. Oh, if they get, like, really close to the mic. The ASMR.
Any comments? No stopper.
This fucking gosh, dude. Ugh. I have to. Oh wait, that's funny. I have to also get up at 7:30 in the morning tomorrow, because I have work at 8. I hate working. I'm not sure. Wait, are you guys a communist country?
Any comments?
Really? Ow. Here's some advice from the Comedic Monk. Fuck this boss fight. Fuck turtles. Fuck whatever the hell this thing is. Can you just die? Throw a rock at me and I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh, you stupid. Oh. Any comments? Oh, you guys have a democracy. That's what they all say. We're a democracy. We don't listen to anybody. We don't care.
What scoop?
It's a democracy until people want rights. Then it's not a democracy anymore.
Now, let's get down to business. Outworld strangers.
Not exactly a democracy, since people votes have more weight. People's votes have more weight than others, but yeah. Honestly, this is a completely terrible opinion, but monarchs actually are the best political system if monarchs could actually just be good fucking rulers. The reason monarchies always fail is because monarchs never have their people in mind. They have what they think is right in mind. And that goes for Britain too, because Britain's never gonna have to figure out how the fuck to do monarchies properly. Actually, I know like Britain has been like actually going to like fights with people because people have actually been pushing for the monarchy of Britain to finally like die, saying we don't want monarchy anymore. And they haven't really liked that. Can't do anything. Ah! Die. Can you die? Really? I'm so sad. I don't have Alexa play Despacito after that. Pizza! Monarchies always fail. Oh my goodness.
I am invincible. I'll teach you some manners.
Breaking news. Any comments? Any comments? I hope you learned a lesson. Any comments?
You fell for my diversion. I have a surprise for you.
Let's go fight Shredder.
I will show you how a true ninja fights. The world is mine.
Any comments? Any comments? Any comments?
What a failure.
What a scoop!
What a scoop, everybody.
You haven't seen the last of me. Of the lady
win. Yay!
My
I did it,
revenge?
guys.
Impossible.
That was terrible. I hate this fucking fight. But that's a perfect place to leave it off, everybody. I'm so glad you all came out today. I appreciate every last one of you. And I hope I see you all next time. Turtle power.